Well, we actually got a new patch, which is very exciting. So let's start with the hero changes. Great Talent finally got nerfed. Now it's not a huge amount, unfortunately. So his charged shot previously used to scale by 1.1 times. Now they nerfed it by 0.1. That's still literally nothing. He still deals an insanely high amount of damage. Unfortunately, Ivy also got nerfed. Lash also got nerfed. His ground strike actually got nerfed. So apart from that, nothing was touched. Mina actually got nerfed. Now it's very interesting because her super actually deals 50% less damage to objectives. So basically you are still dealing insane damage to heroes and every others, and they actually added a new passive. I knew it, dude. You know, when Mina actually got released, I thought for sure, like when her falling animation felt like she was like gliding. But now they actually did add a new passive. So if you do double jump and if you have rake enabled, you know, glide so slow. This is so cool. Now the gliding is only for like 2.5 seconds. Bro, climb. What the fuck is this? Okay, man. Okay, whatever. Oh, there is a rope. Okay, sorry. So the glide only stands for like 2.5 seconds. So it's not a huge time, but thankfully there seems to be no cooldown. So if you jump again, you can do this. So there is literally no cooldown. So that's good, but yeah, only for 2.5 seconds. I still think this is a very cool change. Like this is so unique to Mina, right? And they actually changed her melee animation as well. This is so cool, dude. I love that every single thing they are adding are very in line with their attitude, right? So Mina is this sassy character and her melee animation actually reflects that. That is so cool. That is very cool, dude. And it's very polished as well. So yeah, these are all the changes for Mina. I think these are very cool changes, especially the animation and this thing. This is so cool. This is really cool. Okay, wait, it seems I didn't completely cover everything. So there seems to be a new dash animations for Mina as well.
Summoning the patrons never looked this good.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh, why did they change it? Oh, it's still, okay, wait. It's the same if you dash backwards, but it's very unique if you do front. No, it is still, wait, what? Okay, the air dash animation is different. Oh, what? That is very cool actually. Oh my god, the amount of details they are adding is insane. Oh wow, dude. She actually closes her umbrella. Okay, wait, let me actually add extra stamina. What the fuck?
Come back if you need anything else.
Yeah. I still love the animation, dude. Holy shit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's a very... Okay, these are very nice actually. Damn. Okay. Let's actually get back to the video. I think these are some insanely cool changes, dude. I'm really excited to the public release. Like the amount of details they are adding per hero is insane, right? So unique melee animations and dash animations. That's like, wow. So what are they going to do with the monetization is also very interesting, right? So are they going to monetize animations as well? That is going to be very interesting. So yeah, I mean, the default looks of most of these heroes look so good that I really wonder if the monetization is going to be a problem with Deadlock. But yeah, I think these are very nice changes either way. But yeah, let's actually get back to the video. Also, yes, it seems they added a new heavy melee for Pocket. Oh, what? Okay, that was... Bro, okay, that feels way too janky, right? Okay, that is so quick. Like, why is the spin so quick? Okay, what about Slash though? Did they improve him?
You know it's important to give back. That's why I'm taking 3% of my earnings a day and donating them to Lash Back.
Dude,
my charity.
Yeah, I don't like it, dude.
Kind of suck.
I mean, till it is still in beta, right? So I'm okay with it, but I think these are very quick, like way too quick. That feels way too quick, right? So yeah, I don't know about this one too. I think the idea is great, right? The idea is great, but the spin is way too quick actually. So yeah, okay, I think that The direction where Deadlock is going is very, very interesting. Like, I love this. But yeah, I think it's still in definitely alpha stage. So getting back to nerfs, Moen, Krill and Seven, they got nerfed. So Abrams, Drifter, Kelvin, Page, Viscous, Warden and Wraith, all of them both got nerfs and buffs. So what they did is they just reduced the initial damage and they increased the scaling. So late game, these characters are going to be very strong. Also, it says...
Never had much use for a name. Names are for people who want to be remembered.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, that's... What the fuck?
My existence is like gravity or time.
Bro, what? Why is the...
Concept that you fear but you cannot escape.
Wait, what is happening?
I simply...
What the fuck is happening? Is he not... Okay, thankfully he's... Okay, that was a very long voice line. Why? I don't know, but it was insanely long. It did say that his, assassin thingy, I keep forgetting the name, Stalker's Mark should be doing a new animation, not like voice line basically. So let me see.
There's no hope.
Huh, okay, it's not huge. I like the whistle though. I guess they removed it, but okay, fine. And also, as you notice, it takes like 0.3 seconds or something delay to actually go behind an enemy. Previously, it was 0 seconds. Now they actually added some delay. Doorman, it seems the doors are actually a lot more consistent. You can actually keep more doors. So I'm actually interested in this part though. Let's see. Okay, so let's test out Doorman. I changed my casting from instant cast to confirm cast. So this should be good. Okay. Wow, okay, they actually changed. Wow, okay, they actually fixed quite a lot of things. Yeah, okay. They did improve a lot. Holy, okay, that's very good. And on top of that, they did say that your frames should be a lot better. Yeah, dude, like it's very consistent now. That's actually very good. Okay, very nice change.
Need to be of assistance.
Okay, I don't know how much improvement they did, but I can still have insane high amount of frame drops when I'm looking here. I think you can also notice, I don't think you can notice though, since it is YouTube, it is always going to be 30 FPS. But yeah, I can notice the frame drops whenever I'm looking at the doors. Yeah, so I don't think it is that huge regarding the performance benefit they added. But yeah, the doors placement definitely got huge buffs. So let's talk about straight up buffs. Billy, Calico, Doorman, Dynamo, Lady Geist, Mirage, Victor and Vindicta, all of them got buffs and they are very cool buffs. So let's talk about Mirage. So Jin's mark cooldown now actually scales down with cooldown reductions. So that is a very interesting thing. So if you buy superior cooldown or transcending cooldown, now it actually benefits Jin's mark as well. So that is very interesting. Another insanely strong buff is for Victor. So what they did is the level 3 is now shifted to level 1 and they reduced the damage from 200 damage to 100 damage, but the level 3 is completely changed. So they actually swapped the level 1 and level 3. Previous level 3 was 200 damage. Now they actually reduced the damage to 100 damage and shifted it to level 1. But now level 3 is insanely strong. So previously it was 20% fire rate for 5 seconds or something, I don't remember exactly. So while on cooldown, gain 20% fire rate and 10 spirit power per bullet. So yeah, it's okay, good, right? It says while on cooldown. So now when the ultimate is on cooldown for 190 seconds, basically, you have 20% fire rate. That is insane. Now, if you actually use transcending cooldown or something, so now that duration is definitely reduced, but that is still so strong. I think you can always have this, right? Like it feels so strong. I wonder how strong Victor is now going to be. And finally, Vyper got a huge rework. Especially her dagger actually got a complete rework and her slither unfortunately got a massive nerf. So let's talk about her.
You want to know the best bars to get kicked out of? I am your girl.
I love the voice actor, dude. But okay. So the dagger is completely different. So it says that if you attack an enemy with this, right? By default, it only deals 50 damage. Okay. But if you keep on attacking the same enemy, it actually reduces to 25 damage. So it's not good, right? But it actually slows enemies by 2 seconds. So that's pretty strong. So I wonder how good this is. Now I think it actually scales. Yeah, so it does scale with Spirit. So I think that's pretty good. The unfortunate thing is they completely nerfed the level 3 for Slither. Previously it was bullet and spirit resistance, but now it only gives you barrier. Now thankfully the barrier does scale with spirit. It's not good spirit scaling, but it's like, the problem is, so the barrier only stays for 5 seconds, okay? But the cooldown for you to re-add this barrier is I think around 6 or 8 seconds. So it's not always active as well. So it is a weird nerf. I wonder if it is good. We will see, because I'm not a huge Vyper player. I play with my controller basically. So playing Vyper is actually kind of hard because, you know, her entire kit is basically just smooth, right? Like, not smooth, sorry, slithering and like dodging enemies. Unfortunately, I cannot do it with a controller. So if I'm getting anything wrong, then please tell me about it in the comments below. So these are all about the hero changes. So let's talk about the gameplay changes. They actually buffed gun builds. So previously weapon investment was still only 98% at max. Now they actually increased it till 115%. So that is a 22% buff basically. So if you are thinking of doing gun builds, I think they are definitely going to be very good, right? Another good thing is they actually nerfed CC. So if you get, keep on getting CC'd by enemies within a 7-second period, if you just get like 10-second CC basically, the effectiveness of the CC is reduced by 21% it seems. Now they are saying like per CC they are reducing it by 7% and up to 21%. So it's like a huge complicated wordings. I didn't understand completely. So I think if you get 10-second CC within 7-second period, the CC is reduced till 7.9 seconds instead of complete 10 seconds. I mean, it's not a huge buff, right? Like it's still pretty bad, but it's, I think, a step in the right direction, right? Another weird thing they added is if you jump and shoot, the inaccuracy is increased by 10% it seems. At first I thought this was like a Counter-Strike update, but yeah, they actually added this weird thing. I don't know why. Was there like a thing happening with jumping and shooting? But yeah, they actually added that. Another thing is, imagine there is this unsecured orb here, right? Like Soul's orb. Well, you used to previously, stand there and get the orb, right? Now you have to do heavy melee. So I think regarding the momentum, right? Like it feels like you're still doing something instead of just standing and waiting. So I think that is a very good change. So now let's actually talk about all the item changes. I'm not going to talk about all. I think I'm just going to only talk about the interesting changes. So let's start with bullet. The great thing, like high velocity rounds actually got a huge buff. So previously it was 35% bullet velocity. They actually increased it to 10%. So basically 45% bullet velocity. Shadow Weave got a huge buff. You can see this spot radius is 20 meters, right? Previously it was 26 meters. So they actually buffed it by 6 meters. Spiritual Overflow actually got a rework, I would say. So previously this 20% cooldown was 20% ability duration. It is very similar. So yeah, basically you are getting a compressed cooldown with this ability. I think that is, I don't know how good this is though. Counterspell actually got an interesting nerf. So basically they reduced the parry duration. So previously it was 0.9 seconds, now it is 0.8 seconds. So you have to be a lot more tighter with your parrying. Also, a majestic leap initial barrier is very low right now. Like I think it was 300, now it is 140. But it seems they are adding scaling to this barrier as well. So it should scale better in the late game. So overall, I think very good health buffs. So let's go with Spirit. I think I looked up all of this, but I found this one the most interesting. So what they are adding now is this dash distance is now reduced by 10%. That is, it feels like a very strong item right now, right? Like not only are you slowing the movement, now you are reducing their dash distance as well. So yeah, those are all the interesting item changes, hero changes and gameplay changes. I think this is a very good update. It is not a huge update. I think there is no art rework, but okay, I think it still is a very good quality of life improvement. I like they are still trying to improve the performance with the Doorman's doors. I think that is good because I can actually notice those things. It is not huge. I still get a lot of frame lags, like frame drops when looking at doors, but it still is a good change in the right direction, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider liking and subscribing. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care of your health, sleep well, and bye bye.